time in the Camo pattern, but you know what, Camo, nice though it is, doesn't necessarily suit very green and verdant sites. So coming into spring and moving into summer, we needed something that was going to be green based, so HELLENIC sent us out these two patterns. I'm wearing the HELLENIC pattern from Greece, and Jerry is wearing the Polish woodland. As you can tell from the backdrop, these are often really nice camouflage, generic greens, browns, nice dark colours. Jerry actually said to me, yeah, we're on the same team. He shocked me today because he saw a movement, couldn't identify who it was, and shocked me. So, you know, he hadn't a clue who it was. He wasn't even sure it was an airsofter, but he saw a movement, so he shocked me. I think that's good recommendation for the pattern itself that I'm wearing. There's lots of guys already wear the Polish woodland here in Ireland. It's a great pattern for temperate woodland sites. The HELLENIC pattern is new to us. I have to admit, when I first saw it, I was, I'm not sure. But once I got out here and played in it, it really is an excellent pattern. Tremendous. Now, what's different about the CPU compared to the SFU? Well, it's got a slightly different cut for a start. The jacket or the shirt is more like the, I think it's called the TCU, which I also have in Camo. Plenty of pockets, space for elbow pads. There's only 2 pockets on the front, because if you're wearing a rig down here, you're not going to be able to access them. So the two chest pockets, which are angular, nice, usual Velcro and so forth. Trousers, again, if I had to say anything about them, they're probably a slightly snugger cut than the SF, but these are incredibly comfortable. I've just played here for the morning for a half day, and tremendously comfortable, really excellent indeed.
One thing I'd like to say about the chop is that the collar here has this like velvety kind of fleecy material, and it really makes it for some comfortable wearing. You can sort of zip this up high, keep this up nice and tight so you protect your neck when you're airsofting, which is fantastic. But as I said, that little bit of an extra touch, which isn't on some of the other ranges that they do, it does make all the difference. It makes it a lot more comfortable to wear. Now, just to go over what Mark has said, I have to say I've worn the UTP pants, and I've been wearing them sort of more and more lately for airsoft, and I found them really comfortable. My other pants that I wear in the Camo, I can't really remember what make they are now at this stage. Yeah,
it's the SF, yeah.
They're fantastic as well. These are more comfortable. I do agree with Mark. I think these are a slightly tighter cut on the trouser part. Mark seems to think the chop is. I probably would agree with him, except for one thing I will say is the sleeves themselves are very big and baggy. You do have to sort of tie them in. They're sort of MC Hammer style, but for the chop. Very comfortable outfit. The great thing about this pattern is this actually suits the environment we're in better than the actual Polish woodland. The Polish woodland has been used a lot by the Irish airsofters because we are a green country. Just look around us, this is now full spring. Once summer comes, it'll be even darker. This is when this sort of pattern will come in, but for early spring, when I say I shot Mark earlier on, I couldn't see. The pattern broke up so well. All I saw was a slight bit of movement in the bushes, and it was a good distance away. But as I said, the pattern really worked well. So I have to say, this HELLENIC pattern for this kind of certainly early spring, mind you, I'm looking at it, I think it will fit well in for summer wear as well. Great pattern though. My initial reaction when I saw it first was I liked it. Mark was, God, that looks like somebody bathed. But you know what? Infield, it works a treat. So for 2 sets of these identical outfits that we're wearing, are just different patterns, I have to say another big thumbs up. HELLENIC seem to get it right all the time. We've not really had any sort of failures of stitching or fabric. Mark was out only recently wearing his SF suit, and he ripped it for the first time in I think 2.5 to 3 years on barbed wire. Let's face it, most stuff's going to rip on barbed wire, but that's a testament to how durable the garments are. So I am a big fan. I'm sold on HELLENIC, and I have been for a good while. They do make some really cracking gear, and this, as I said, is another good little uniform if you're looking for something that's a little bit different in style to the average ho-hum airsofter that you see out there. This is brand new from HELLENIC. I certainly would check it out.
that's pretty much it. I mean, you know, trousers, as I say, incredibly comfortable. I'm wearing them with the UTP belt at the minute. Really excellent. One point to note in comparison with the SF trousers is that the area that holds the knee pad is slightly smaller, so you will have to cut down your knee pads if you already have knee pads. But that's a small, tiny thing. But just so you know, it's there. Jerry's already mentioned the arms on the shirt are a little bit longer than we've experienced before. I'd have to say probably the trousers, the inside leg on the trousers is probably a fraction longer than the SF as well. But that's not a big issue. I'd rather have them a fraction too long than a fraction too short. But as I say, I cannot get over how comfortable this uniform is to wear. As you may not be able to see it, but the sun's shining today on a spring day. It's not overly warm, but the sun is shining. And it's just so comfortable to wear. I'm not overheating, I'm not too cold. It's great. And I know Jerry's mentioned the little fleece type line collar. That is going to be invaluable when we get into autumn and even winter play, that you can actually bring it right up and keep the heat in. I'm really thrilled with this uniform.
One thing I will add to that is when we play, normally from this sort of time of year onwards, I tend to wear a U-bag and just then my rig, because I find I just overheat too much when I'm playing, moving around fast and all the rest, so you get too sweaty. I was a little bit concerned because even though it's not overly warm today, it is one of the warmest days we've had for airsofting this year. And I was actually a little bit nervous that this suit would be a little bit too hot for me. And it didn't overheat me at all, which was good. By going to www.hellenictex.com, you can download the 2012 PDF catalogue, and you'll be able to view not only the CPU range but all the other items that HELLENIC are currently selling. As you can see, the CPU uniform comes in this coyote brown / tan colour. It comes in the Hellenic pattern, the Camo and the Polish woodland. On. Got him. He was just hiding beneath that thing. Right in front of
just a small bunker or a box hole.
Shot Mark.
Huh?
I think that was one of ours I just shot. And it was Mark.